YouTube family, what's going on? Francis Mangubat, excited. I just ended up closing on this house today, and I'm very excited to bring a video on essentially like how you can go buy your own $675,000 house with no money out of pocket. I'd say, this is gonna be more for your sophisticated investor, but happy to bring this content on exactly how I did this. We're on Montrose Street here in Graduate Hospital, and on the 1800 block right behind me, there's a two-story house that recently sold for around the $460,000 price point, and then there's a three-story home similar to mine, new construction, that sold for $700,000, builder-grade finishes. What I love about this area is there's 2 3-bedroom condos. So a condo here in Philadelphia, walk up with no amenities, is definitely lesser desirable than a single-family home. And the fact that there's condos for selling around $600,000, it makes me excited, because this house that I just purchased, when I'm done renovating it, I'm excited about having an after repair value for around $700,000. What I love about this house is, some kids my age definitely put it to good use as a rental when it has the bar right here. Definitely, it's sort of party house. But so this is a house. It's basically what you call a grandma house, which is very rare here in Philadelphia, where cosmetic finishes just need to get redone. So we're basically gonna open up this whole entire first floor, put in new hardwood floors, put in a new kitchen. HVAC of this house completely needs to be redone. Plumbing, couple things here and there, but basically we're just gonna touch it up and put really nice finishes for the area, and then excited to get this thing leased. The finishes are gonna exemplify white oak, wide plank, hardwood floors. We're gonna have Calcutta quartz countertop. We're gonna feature black or white European style cabinets with a higher end GE profile appliance package. The second floor is gonna feature 2-bed and 2 bathrooms. The third floor is gonna have a walk-in closet with master bath, floor to ceiling tile all throughout. This is located in a really, really excellent block here in Graduate Hospital, right by 19th and Christian Street. So Francis Mangubat as an investor, the way that I first got started was definitely, seeing the value of owning a home, started out putting a minimal down payment towards a home. And once cash starts to accumulating in a bank account, you kind of start to think of out of the way boxes to invest. And this is where the BRRRR strategy has, it's essentially how you can build a real estate portfolio and after refinancing almost have, 0 to minimal amount of money out of pocket. So everything that I just walked you through is essentially part of this real estate investing strategy called the BRRRR. The BRRRR stands for buy, renovate, rent, and refinance. This is how you can own real estate for no money out of pocket when you're done refinancing it. More sophisticated investment philosophy, because you have to be able to have the cash or the capital or the equity to put down for the acquisition and the construction. So let me walk you through this deal. The purchase price of this asset, $400,000. I've negotiated some seller assist, but let's just say, closing cost is about 5% in Philadelphia. We have the highest transfer tax in the country, so $20K. And then, hard and soft cost for construction. It's just a grandma house, so let's say $125K. So that equals, $545,000. When you take a look at the after repair value, let's say it's $700K. The reason why the BRRRR works so well is from just putting together one deal, there's $155,000 of equity made up from the value that we're adding to the property, forcing the appreciation, rather than just buying at the market value and waiting for it to appreciate. The reason why this gets tough is that, most banks, it's gonna be really difficult for a bank to lend $400,000 on an acquisition of the property if it's a shell property and it does not appraise. And most buyers or most investors, it's going to be hard for them to come up with the $125,000 it's going to architect, engineer, GC fee, cash. So that's why this is more for your more sophisticated investor. I was fortunate enough to have an investor that is wiring me 100% of the acquisition and closing costs for $420,000. I can do the hard cost cash, and I'll give you a look at what the refinance looks like. So you can refinance however you want, but for me, the best way of doing this in my own name is through a conventional loan. So what I'm doing here is essentially a rate term conventional refi. So under these terms, the bank's going to lend me 75% LTV. So 75% of so the LTV is 700,000, and then 75% of that is 525,000. But if I were to take a $525,000 loan, that would be considered a jumbo loan. So the bank really caps you around that $510,000 loan amount. So you want to be at around 510,000. And the beauty of this is that 510,000 at a 3.5% interest rate for an investment property. The principal and interest is around $2,300 a month. Taxes, let's say $400 a month. Insurance is going to be $100 a month. So when I lease this, the total monthly payment when I'm done with it is going to be $2,800 a month. And I'm going to be able to rent this thing essentially with no capital expenditures, because basically everything in it's going to be brand new or updated. This will lease for $3,800 a month. So this property will be able to cash flow $1,000. I might have, $25,000, $30,000, $40,000 into it, but the cash on cash return is going to be absolutely ridiculous. So this is how you put together a BRRRR deal. Would love to chat with you guys in more detail if you have any questions. And yeah, thanks for tuning in.